Yep, and we are up. We are good. Welcome home, all. It is Friday. Now I don't have to do a number count, day, whatever, in the COVID era. You know, in the COVID era. Not making puns or light, but it does feel like a different world. And you know, no question that lives are different, lives are altered, and the method in which you go about your daily business is completely altered. I don't know how. Anyone gets around that. One quick comment before we get started. Did you ever really consider how much our K through 12 and education system as a whole affects and dictates the pace and the schedules of our lives as a country? I mean, when you really consider it, there's no way around that. Not even just if you are an educator or you're in the education field or you're a student. You're a parent, you're an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, etc., and the scheduling of semesters broken up, throughout the year as to scheduling and how things get done, how economies move. I've watched with horror as tons of food and gallons of milk and other essential drinks have been tossed or wasted. And I don't want to go too hard on the waste because not all of it is intentional and like deliberate, like, hey, we just got to go waste food, right? But it's staggered, not just the economy, because you kind of know that, but it's staggered the method in which we approach our daily lives through the school system and how we deal with education as a whole and how it affects our schedule and the way we live. I mean, daily, just absolutely daily. So that's been kind of staggering. But anyway, so day whatever in the COVID era. And so it's a cheap date night, and we're not going to talk too much about that. And again, I'm trying to keep the cheap date night a little more, light, not to preclude me from being able to talk about serious issues and topics because that's necessary. But I'm always trying to move those to other times and places so you guys can get, compartmentalize. This is a little more fun, that's a little more serious. And that's entirely okay because that's part of who I am. And the cold, hard reality is that's part of who we all are. And that's part of what America is. We should be, light and fun, but also heavy and serious. And the twain shall meet. And we need to balance those, with some type of equanimity so that they don't become out of balance, because we do that a lot. And we're able to move forward in a good way, dealing with good things, living, breathing, eating, having fun, but addressing serious issues and topics, on a consistent basis without denying or hiding from them. So it's not going to be a long night tonight. I'm just going to do a few things. We're going to talk about, a show or two, and then we're going to get into some music. And I'm going to kind of leave you, alone there so you guys can go off into here. We've got plenty, and I've got something to mention for tomorrow that we've got. But I'm hoping you have if some of you guys that have been here, we flipped and switched the schedule for my daughter's show, the Glam Show, and myself tonight. And so Gabby went on right before me because I had to do a few things, and she's got to get back instead of waiting around in the studio for me to finish up. So that's about the only difference. Normally I'm around 5:30. She's immediately thereafter running the Glam Show. So we just flipped, and she was first tonight. So I hope you enjoyed that. And it was hard for me because she's playing all my damn songs. And then she reminded me, like, wait a minute, they're my songs too because, she grew up listening to them, and that's what she grew up with. That's where you guys listened to a little bit ago. But yeah, those are all those old songs that I've been playing for a long time. So both of my kids have those music libraries in their head. And so, good music. What can you go wrong with, right? So what I'm going to do is this. First things first, before we get into the body of Cheap Date Night. So tomorrow, and so I'm going to put you guys all on notice, on blast, all of the above. So tomorrow at 5 p.m., we will begin the Cinco de Mayo week into this weekend. The Cinco de Mayo weekend, we have 2, probably 3 artists that are going to perform or that have performances for us, recorded live performances for your listening pleasure, freebies, good stuff, right? And they're going to be performing tomorrow. One of them is Gina Lene, who we've had on in the past on the show. She is a lifetime musician and pianist and has done great work and is more than just a musician doing her stuff. She is doing for others and helping other people enjoy music and be a part of music. And so she's extending her network of musicality out beyond just the immediate listener or her fans or whatever. And that's cool. I really dig on that. I love artists that go beyond just their immediate, their own want or desire, but they have that need to express and expose music to as many people as possible. And that's entirely cool as hell. I'll dig on that. So Gina's going to be kicking us off tomorrow, and we'll either have one or two in between, or we'll finish up immediately with a couple young men on the East Coast in New Jersey, which, as I reminded myself, New Jersey per capita is the hardest hit state in the country. Reminder, and to clarify, per capita, meaning per person, New Jersey is the hardest hit state in the country right now in terms of the COVID virus, the coronavirus. It is, because, New Jersey's smaller, that metro area that's right with, New York City, little bitty thing, and there's all these people right there. Okay, so it'll be two young men, the beginnings of, a young group called WICAS. That's for another time and place. WICAS, name of the group. WICAS, named after the lead singer. So a vocalist and a keyboardist and all-around musician are going to do their renditions on some classics. And I think I've got the set list. We'll see. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but they're going to do about 5 or 6 songs. And if you can't find something you love in that 5 or 6 songs, there's something wrong with you. And then when you hear it done by this young man, you're going to know why. It's unique and a different take, but really good music done by some young dudes that are coming up on their way and loving their craft. So there you go. Supermex International providing you with the Cinco tomorrow at 5 p.m. See how that works? The Cinco, 5 p.m. Did anybody even consider that? I don't even think people caught that, right? There's always intent and purpose on my end, even if you're not aware of it. So the Cinco de Mayo, which was Tuesday, we pushed it back so you guys can get listening enjoyment on the weekend, but we made it at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Daylight Time. So this is really what I want from you, or what I need from you. Okay, so if you're a listener, a viewer, a watcher, and I appreciate you all, even on a Friday night, and I know there are other things to do on Friday night, it's not the best night to do something, but I'm determined to stick with the Friday night and keep doing my thing, all right? Because I know that I'm not the only old dog that has nothing better to do than hang out with other people on a Friday night. That's our social hour, especially now. So tomorrow, the concert, the online music festa, will be available on YouTube. So if you're watching here, now pay attention, if you're watching here on Facebook Live or on YouTube, the Supermex International channel on YouTube, we will broadcast it out on YouTube. So we're going to provide you the links before that happens by tomorrow, okay? By tomorrow, well before this time obviously, but in the morning, afternoon, you are going to get links all day on my page and all of my pages, Supermex International, Supermex Nation, my homepage for Facebook, and all of my social media accounts. I'm going to blast it out, and you're going to be able to watch this beginning for us, our first online music festa with some original artists doing music, some original work and some cover stuff from good songs. You're going to enjoy it. And we're probably going to go forward doing that, if not at least once every 2 months, maybe once a month, as we build our stable of badass artists that want to help get their music out. And you're going to help me do it. So what I need you guys to do is watch. That's the easy part. Watch the music. It's free. All you got to do is go to my YouTube page, right? Hit the link that I put on Facebook if you're not on my YouTube page already. What I need you to do is go to the YouTube page, watch the concert, watch the music, and then subscribe to the page. I need to build that, okay? I was just made aware that as of right now, going back to this past year, Supermex International, we have 11 or 1,200 hours of viewing of our content. That's kind of cool. I wasn't aware that it was that much. I didn't even realize it got to. But I need to get to 4,000 because it triggers other things. But anyway, so we're around 11 or 1,200 hours of viewing of our programs in a variety of different ways. And I'm really happy about that. Okay, so that's going on. I need you to go to the YouTube page. I need you to share the link and get as many people as you can to go to the YouTube page, watch the concert tomorrow, watch the performers for free, support performers, support original musicians and artists, and support Supermex for what we do, and subscribe to the page. That's it. That's it. And if some of you have been with me long enough, I'll remind you, there's going to be some awarding going on tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow, I'm going to pay attention to who's watching and who's commenting during the concert. And since we didn't really do it in a way where we got like a bunch of subscribers from somebody, I'm going to pick a winner, and someone's going to win a $200, I'm going to repeat, a $200 gift certificate, a gift card for eBay. You can buy whatever the hell you want, 200 bucks worth. And then another $100 card and another $50 card. Amazon, and then I think I did iTunes or something like that. Okay, so 3 awards, $200, $100, and $50. That's pretty damn cool. I'm giving those out tomorrow during and immediately after the online Cinco that Supermex is doing tomorrow on the YouTube. But you got to go to the YouTube page. You got to go to the YouTube channel, and you got to subscribe, and you got to comment. You got to comment into the YouTube. That way I know you're watching. Place your name, whatever, I don't know. But just go to YouTube, check out the concert, check out the musicians, check out our live performances, and comment into the YouTube page so I know you watched. And then out of that group, whoever was watching, I'm going to pick some winners. And you're going to win $200, $100, or $50. That's about as cool as it gets. I can't do any more, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do any more. I mean, I'm literally giving you, I'm throwing money at you. I'm throwing gift cards at you. I'm saying take it. And then help me help you. Help me help you, right? You know the deal. So that's going on tomorrow. So tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and then after tonight, I'm going to go home and we're going to blast it out on all of our social media platforms, including this one, Facebook and YouTube. And you're going to know that tomorrow at 5 o'clock, the Cinco, Supermex's first online music festa, will go off tomorrow with some original artists doing music, covers, and original work for an hour or two, couple hours, just to kick off what we're starting. And so I'm really, really looking forward to that. It's not been easy because there's a lot not going on, but we're going to get, and I'm going to make, and I'm going to force more artists to be a part of what we're doing because it's getting out to a lot of people. And what do you want as an artist? You want to be seen. You want to communicate your message in the form of a song or a lyric or a construction of a musical piece. That's what you want, and that's what you need. What good is your art? If you really want to grow and get it out there, you've got to get it out there, and you have to have people listen. You guys know that. Anyway, so that's how you can help me tomorrow. Okay, everybody clear on that? So $200, $100, and a $50 gift certificate are going out tomorrow for somebody or somebodies that are watching the Supermex Cinco online music festa tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time. Watch the page, watch YouTube, watch the concert, and then comment with your name or who you are somewhere on the YouTube page so that I know you watched. And I'm going to pick somebody, I'm going to pick winners, and you're going to win money right out of that YouTube online concert. That's about as cool as it gets. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to that. That is tomorrow, and again, we're blueprinting this for something much, much larger, and we're going to grow beyond. Okay, and again, before we get started here on the Supermex, cheap date night aspect, I want to, just a big thank you before we go off air tonight. I'm going to give you upfront thank you. I was reminded by some friends and some ladies that watch religiously. They thanked me for doing what we're doing and how we do it. They love the fact that, we're pretty much a clean show. Every once in a while I'll slip on something else, but, I'm an old sergeant, by the way. But we're a clean show. There's not a lot of dirty. I never lie to you. It's always factual, even when it's ugly, but it's always the truth. Okay, and we do it in a professional manner. I don't think anybody will deny that. We are professional. We are candid. We are to the point. Not a whole lot of Mickey Mouse and games, but yet we still manage to be real and live and enjoy and laugh and play. And remind us all that, we're all living through the same things in one fashion or another. Some have it a little bit worse, some not as bad. But I'm going to remind, before we get into the meat of what we're doing here, I'm going to remind everybody that caution yourself on what you listen to. Be careful, be mindful of what you listen to and what you say, because we have fellow Americans dying right now. All right, there are Americans dying. And I'm going to repeat that. Americans are dying right now. Your brothers and sisters. I don't give a damn if they don't live right next to you. I don't give a damn if they're not related to you. Damn it, they're Americans. And they should matter as much as anybody else, as much as anyone else. Yeah, I know there are car crashes and accidents and all kinds of other things that take American lives, but that doesn't make it okay to make light of the ones that are dying now. All right? Not so subtle and straight to the point, gut punch reminder. You're all Americans. You need to start thinking that way. Okay? All right, let's get down to business. Okay, so really I've only watched one show. I went hard and heavy last week about The Last Kingdom. I'm recommending it again. Gentlemen, young guys, or guys in general, check out The Last Kingdom. It's one of, if not my favorite, Netflix series of the last 5 years. You heard me right, of the last 5 years. It's that damn good. I absolutely love it. I love the main character, Uhtred Bebenber. That guy is a bona fide badass. They got him all kinds of right as they cast that one guy, as they cast Draymond, the actor. But the character itself, the attitude, the character of the character, who he is, what he's made of, how he thinks, how he acts, how he conducts himself, morally, ethically, with honor, with integrity, with dignity, all of the above wrapped in one, in one hard-hitting, just caveman badass dude. That's Uhtred. That is my guy. So aside from that, the only other thing I really watched, aside from too much news, let me crank that down. Let's crank it down, is The Masked Singer. Okay, The Masked Singer and The Voice are still on because most of it was recorded before we got to the COVID period, before we got into the virus period. Most of this was already recorded. So The Voice did their live performances from the homes and locations of each of the final contestants. They had to get down to the final 9. So they went from 16 down to 9, I believe. 16 or 17 down to 9. But each of the finalists, or those final vocalists to get down to 9, had to do it in their home location because they're all home now. So they did a live stream of their song to compete for America to vote to move into the final 9. So I won't go too much into the weeds there, but I thought you could see how there are delays in the stream, and so there's it's a real how do I describe it? A bit of a hitch in the transitions between discussion from one guest to another. That's happening all over the place. If you watch any kind of TV shows that have guests and remote, there's a delay because you don't get it like this. There might be more of a delay, in which case the conversation doesn't exactly flow. I'm talking to you about things that are real, by the way, that others just aren't talking about. I am, because it's real. This is what goes on. So that happened during The Voice. They're down to their final 9. Some of the people that got the boot, not too happy about. But in general, The Voice usually gets it right. They really do, in who makes it to the end. And then it's about, preference at that point. But the best people usually get down. You might lose 1 or 2 good ones, but you never have somebody that's bad win that thing. I've not seen that. Okay, so that's The Voice. And then The Masked Singer. So there was this little girl named Ivanko. That's her last name, Evancho. I didn't know. I think she was on America's Got Talent or some other show. She was an operatic singer at the age of 10. Now she's 20. So she was on The Masked Singer. And before I blow it, because I already did, she is the artist that got the boot off The Masked Singer this week. And I'm going to say, because my wife and my daughter watch it with me, the last couple of weeks I've been extremely unhappy with how they do it. They're Bret Michaels was the week before, and he is light years better than the Rhino and the Frog. I'm just going to say it. They can't sing like these others can. And that little girl, Ivanko, she is bona fide badass. She has an incredible voice, and she got the boot. And the Rhino guy, and maybe they're great celebrities and whatever, but they can't sing. They're not that good. Not as good as the others on the show. And so we saw it again where 2 great singers went home from the past 2 weeks, and some singers that shouldn't have won moved on. They're playing to the crowd. You know how that works, right? It's not about how good you are. It's about how good you look. And you fool people. Anyway, this little girl, Ivanko, got the boot. She was the kitty. And so she got booted last night. Really unhappy with that because she has a phenomenal voice. She's just an incredible performer. So she's gone. So there's 4 left. So let me clue you in. So if you haven't watched The Masked Singer all season, it is funny. It's kind of dumb, but it's funny too. And it's funny to catch who it is behind the mask. Who is that? So the 4 left are the Night Angel, the Turtle, who in my opinion are the 2 best remaining singers. performers. They are. They're the best. And then you have the rhino and the frog. And they're not bad, but again, they're not the best. They're not as good. So those are the four that are left. The frog, the rhino, night angel, and the turtle. And those two, the night angel and the turtle, are really, really good. They're very good vocalists, and they can sing. So I'm hoping one of those two wins. But at this point, I remember last season, Wayne Brady won. And I love Wayne Brady. That guy is an incredible performer, an incredible talent in so many different ways. But he was definitely not a better singer than Chris Daughtry, who didn't win. I love Chris Daughtry. And I didn't even know who it was, because he was like throwing his voice. He was playing with his voice. Because I love that dude. He's a hell of a singer. Great voice, really distinctive, really unique voice. And he was second last year to Wayne Brady. And Wayne Brady was phenomenal, but he was not the best singer. So you see where this is going. They're not picking the best singer. They're picking who can get, crowd and audience, involved. Whatever. So anyway, that's it. The Masked Singer and The Voice, they'll be finishing up within the next few weeks, and then we'll see what happens if they ever go back to, I say ever, but they will obviously. If they get back to maybe next season, the large crowds and the audiences, again, we are living in a different world, so who knows? Who knows what it'll be by then. Anyway. All right, so listen, thank you guys for, those you guys are all that have been here. Like I said, we're trying to go quick here because I don't want to keep you all night. Got some other stuff to do, and I want you guys to run off to your weekend and have a good weekend. So I've got, all right, who do I got? Okay. They say ever, but they will obviously. If they get back to maybe next season. You got that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out, and we're going to go to time for some music. All right, lost that for a second. So I've been telling you guys, and now that, there was a 3-month window there where I literally just internalized and listened to a load of music from the 2010s decade. The entire decade. The whole decade was just one big mess, right? So the entire 2010s decade I listened to, and I put together my playlist that's now up on YouTube. I think we got it on Spotify now, and I posted it into my Facebook page and all the other stuff. That's all there now. So you guys got that for posterity. That was a labor of love and a lot of work. I put a lot of work into it. But while I was doing that, you have thought, right? And you're like, wow, man, I forgot about that. Or what about this? What about it? As I was doing it, I just couldn't help it. I ended up compiling and began to put together another list. There you go. I'm going to have to do Supermax's, book of lists. There you go. So I'm compiling, in the process right now of compiling another list of music. And it was because of the other stuff that I was listening to compile the top, 2010 songs. So this next list, and I'll have it probably done within a week or so, is the best dance and club music of the 2010s. And there was some really good stuff there. And I've been having fun listening to it. So you get where this is going, I hope. So I'm going to play a handful of songs for you before we run off tonight. Dance music, club music, music you just want to move to, right? Out of the 2010s that I'm going to create another list for that'll be available to you on the Facebook page, on YouTube and Spotify, and then I'll link it out on all my other platforms, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Okay, it'll go out, and then you'll get the list. And then it'll always go back to the YouTube, because that's where because I like the videos too. Most people do. I like the videos. All right, so that's what we're doing tonight. I'm going to give you a handful of songs that are some of the best, and in some cases under the radar. You kind of know them, but don't. Some of you might not know some at all, but you've heard them and like, oh yeah, that was good. Okay, and that's kind of where I'm at. I'm feeling, this list is not done, by the way. I'm still playing with it. But these are the songs that I've already earmarked and placed into my list of the top dance and club songs of the 2010s. All right, so let's get to, I'm going to give you 5. Let's get you 5 here. Here's an easy one. All right.
It's going down. I'm getting saying, Timber, you better move, you better dance. Let's make a night you won't remember. I'll be the one.
Before KP gets on me. All right, that's Timber, Kesha, featuring Pitbull. Full disclaimer up front. Pitbull is probably going to be on that list multiple times. he had a hell of a decade in the 2010s. And what is his thing? He dances. That's his music. It's club. It's world. It's dance music. It's, you know, get up, move your ass a little bit, shake it up. Right? That's Pitbull. All right. Kesha featuring Pitbull. The song was Timber. That was like 5, 6, 7 years ago. So it's been a bit since that song came out. Okay. Come on.
Everybody gets high sometimes, you know. What else can we do when we're feeling low? So take a deep breath and let it go. You shouldn't be drowning on your own. And if you feel you're sinking, I will jump right over into cold, cold water for you.
Okay. The song is Cold Water. It's technically by the group Major Lazer, and their dance and their club and their world music, featuring that voice, that vocal, Justin Bieber, and M.O. I'll get to her in a little bit. M.O. She's a Dutch artist. So that song is Cold Water, Major Lazer featuring Justin Bieber and M.O. All right, stay with me. I don't know what to do here because I like all of those.
Common love isn't for us. We created something phenomenal. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? You got
All right, you got me. It's Dua Lipa. The song is Physical. That one's kind of more now, current. It kind of came out at the end of this past year, but she's got so many, good songs. I get like, I don't know where to go with it, right? But you know the hell, I'm gonna play the other one. I'm gonna play the other one too. The one that was right before that. Why not? Not you.
if you don't wanna see me. Did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but
Okay, so I'm big on that girl right now. I mean, she is absolutely tearing it up. She was on my list of the top 3 females that I'm looking at right now going forward. But her genre is more, world club music, dance music. All right? In general, it's just good music, and it's all over the place. It's on the charts. But you definitely want to get up and dance to her stuff. So I played 2 from her. Don't Start Now, which is a little bit earlier this past year, and then Physical, which is more now and from the beginning of this year. And she's got more coming out. And don't be surprised if you see her a lot for the next 10 years. She's going to have a big decade. I'd be amazed and shocked if she doesn't end up one of the biggest females of the entire decade. She's there already. She's climbing and just about there with. Her reach is worldwide, by the way. It's not just the States. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. Got one last one for sure. And okay, so aside from Pitbull, there was one other guy that clearly had a massive decade when it comes to club or dance music. I mean, absolutely. I mean, all of his stuff is this, right? But just that damn good. So the artist, if you haven't figured it out, is Flo Rida, not Florida, Flo Rida. And he's got so many it's hard to pick. But let's get you something that you can handle if the club can't handle.
I know how to make them stop these girls are zone out. The club can't even handle me right now. Watching me, I go all out. The club can't even handle me right now. The club can't even handle me right now. Can't nobody handle me right now. I see you together. Let's get 'em.
All right, I'm going to get gigged hard on that one. That one went way too far. The problem is you don't get into that hook until you get all the intro done, right? And then it really kicks, you know, the beat. And that's club stuff right there. That's what you want to go dance to. But Flo Rida had a massive decade. I mean, and this guy can keep turning out one good song or two good songs every single year for another 10 years if he wants. I mean, he can just do that. But his stuff is really good beat, you know, beat music to dance to move to, okay? So we've got two more. And I'll let you go for the evening and off to the weekend. So I'm really listening right now to a lot that isn't U.S. or just the United States. I'm listening to a lot of stuff from around the world to kind of internalize the dance and club music that I heard in the 10s. And just trying to appreciate what others are doing in other locations, because there's good music out there, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you don't hear it, there is good music. You got to go find it. You got to go find it. Hence the need for the Cinco, right? The Cinco tomorrow. I'm going to play some musicians, give you, I'm leading you to the water. It's up to you guys to drink, right? You know the song. You know the dance. You know the line. Can't just make the horse drink. You got to lead him to the water. All right, here you go.
Call it love and devotion. Call it a mom's adoration. Foundation, a special bond of creation. For all the single moms out there going through frustration. Clean bandits, China ball, and Marie's thing like them air.
She works the nights by the water. She's gone astray, so far away from her father's daughter. She just wants a life for a baby. All on her own, no one will come. She's got to save him.
Daily struggle.
She tells him, ooh, love, no one's gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you.
Stay up there.
She
Stay up
tells
there.
him your life ain't gonna be nothing like my life. You're gonna grow and have a good life. I'm gonna do what I got
Stay
to
up there. Stay
do.
up
So
there.
rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby. Don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rock-a-bye.
All right, way too far, but I wanted to get you all that piece. I get in trouble later. Anyway, so the song is Rockabye, Rockabye. And it's Anne Marie. She's the vocalist, and she's not, I think she's English or, I got to go look that up, but she's not, I don't think she's from here. But Sean Kingston, obviously, the Jamaican feel there. And that's more of a world song than just a United States song. But I love that song, and check that song out. I was reminded of it because I was digging through my stuff. It's a great lyric. It's a great lyric about single moms and struggling, working, and raising a young boy, a mom raising a young boy on her own. No father. That's not easy work. That's hard work. I can attest to that. Being that kid raised in a single mom home, being a difficult kid to a single mom. It's hard work, ladies and gentlemen. My golden rule, I've said this for a lifetime. The two most difficult jobs on the planet. You ready? Supermex wisdom to impart for your listening pleasure and for your wisdom pleasure. The two most difficult jobs on the planet, being a single mom or being a military wife. You heard me here. Quote it. I don't think there's anything more difficult, and I've been around both of those. It's about as ugly as it gets. The most difficult jobs on the planet, single mom or a military wife. Difficult. Extremely difficult. Okay, last song. And let's see if we get it. All right, before we started. And I've been listening to the hell out of this song because I really like what they did with the beat and how they married two different cultures into one really, really great song. I think the video has like 2 or 3 billion views. Not joking, all right? That's a lot of damn views worldwide, not just the United States, okay? Worldwide. It was the perfect meshing of 2 or 3 different artists and a combination of cultural music infused into one great song. Just really, really cool. It was kind of like, Despacito, right? Despacito, when they did the remix with Justin Bieber, and you had Daddy Yankee, who is, reggaeton, more rap reggaeton, and Luis Fonsi, who's, more of a singer crooner type. 3 guys, great song. Despacito was worldwide, it was massive. This one was too. This is more like 5 or 6 years ago. But it wasn't as big in the States, it was big all over the world. And so you have 2 or 3 different artists collaborating here. And I'm really, really getting into the nuance and the detail of some other cultures right now as I internalize what they do into the music that I want to move forward with the people that I'm around, my artists and musicians, okay? And I'm playing the hell out of this song, no joke. Watch the video. I can watch the video all day and play it on a loop because it cracks me up, it's funny, it's different, it's unique. The artist, the female that sings it, she is a weird little critter, but there's something about her that I can't take my eyes off. And not because she's so cute or gorgeous, nothing to do with that. But she's unique. She is unique. And she has a surprisingly, astoundingly good vocal that isn't, I don't even think she's fully fleshed it out yet. But she's got a lot of great music already. But anyway, so I won't go too far. So the song is Lean On, and it is by Major Lazer. I had that one a little bit earlier, another one. Major Lazer, DJ Snake, and the vocalist is M.O. Check out M.O. I dig on this little girl. I mean, she is unique. That's all I'm going to say. She is unique. Great vocalist, underappreciated vocalist. I think she's even getting better. And she's got a good catalog of music already. Okay, but I absolutely love this song, and I absolutely love the video. The video is hysterical, funny, cool, great, all rolled into one. All right, so without any further ado,
but the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. Blood kiss, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Blood kiss, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Blood kiss, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Blood kiss, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on.
all right, I'm going to stop there because I'm going to get cut off. Okay, so the hysterical fun that I'm having is, okay, so it's Indian music and some Euro club stuff and a hell of a combination thereof that ends up being this cool little damn tune that I've been listening to the hell out. It's old. It's okay. It's 4, 5, 6 years old. But I love the video. I can watch the damn video all day. I mean, literally, I can play it on a loop. Matter of fact, I've been doing that. So I've been working out to this video and the music, and I just put it on a loop and listen to it. There are a load of remixes done by other DJs that have taken that song, remixed it like 20 different times. I think there's a playlist of just Lean On remixes, and the playlist is badass. I play that playlist for hours working out. No joke at all. Okay, so again, the vocalist was M.O., Major Lazer featuring DJ Snake. Great song. Okay, so those songs that I played tonight, those 5, 6 songs there, they're all going to be into the Supermex 2010's dance club mix of songs to listen to. It's like an education. It's not just to listen to, right? But it's an education. So you can see some things or listen to some things that maybe you have not heard before, maybe you don't know about, maybe it's new to you. Maybe you just want a good workout playlist. I'm creating it because I work out to this list and these songs here. And they're good. I mean, they're good. They get you moving, right? So anyway, that's those are the 5, 6, 7 songs that are on my list right now that I'm creating. I'll probably have that list done within a week or two. I'll let you know for sure. I'll put it in the Facebook group. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on Spotify. And then all the other social media platforms will have a link going back. Okay, so last thing before we go. Again, remember that tomorrow at 5 o'clock, Cinco. See how that works? Tomorrow at 5 Pacific Daylight Time, Cinco. You'll listen to original artists that are going to play music and give you their craft, give you their art tomorrow. You're going to listen to 2 or 3 musicians as our kickoff event for the Supermex Cinco event, and then going forward, online music festa. Once a month, once every 2 months. We're giving the people what they need. You need more music, right? Not costing you anything, ladies and gentlemen. This is all free stuff. I'm doing as much as I can. Last I checked, free is good. And then on that note, remember, if you watch the online music festa tomorrow on YouTube, remember you got to go to YouTube. If you watch it on YouTube and you comment into YouTube, you may win $200, you may win $100, you may win a $50 gift card that Supermex will give to you directly for your spending pleasure. I cannot do any more. That's about as good as it gets. When I'm a billionaire, I'll give you more. But for right now, this is what I can do. Okay, so that's how it works. Listen, get other people to listen. If you can get a lot of people, I did say that. Let me remind myself now. If someone out there right now gets me 10 people to subscribe to the YouTube Supermex International page tomorrow, okay? If I get 10 people and there's no more than that, whoever that person is that got me 10 subscribers, you're going to win $200. You got my word on it. I'm going to give you a gift card for money. That's simple. I need subscribers for my YouTube page so you guys can see where my work goes into the YouTube page. Let's do this before we go. KP, can you pull up the YouTube page real quick? Yeah. We're almost done anyway. Okay, so there you go. That's your big chore. That's the big job. Not costing you anything. Get me subscribers to the YouTube channel and get people to this YouTube channel. You'll know it immediately, right? You see it. Get people to this YouTube channel tomorrow and have them subscribe to the Supermex International YouTube channel as they watch original content from original artists. Everybody got that? All right, that's tomorrow. Been looking forward to this, and after we do this one tomorrow, we'll probably end up doing more in the future, get bigger, get better, and more content for you. My lovely viewer, nothing but love for all of you. So we're off for the weekend. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, but we're off for the, you guys are off, go off to do your thing. You know the deal, be safe. I don't want to just say do the social distance thing. You've heard enough, you know right and wrong. Okay, if you're watching my show, you're not dumb, you're not stupid. Doesn't last here. It just doesn't. You cannot be around me and be dumb. It does not work. And that's not me being arrogant. That's me making sure that we do that, we act in that fashion. There's no arrogance involved. Being smart, being intellectual, being intelligent requires some work. Requires some work on your part, if not mine. Okay, so listen and practice safe measures. If not to protect yourself, then to be mindful of those around you, not yourself. Because maybe you don't get caught, maybe you don't get something, maybe you don't get sick, but somebody around you might, okay? And let's face it, one here, one there, yeah, it doesn't seem like much. But in total, we're losing a lot of people. So practice safe measures, listen to science, listen to medical professionals. I'll say it again, some of you don't like hearing it, but you know it's the damn truth. Don't listen to politicians worried about getting elected in November. Listen to medical professionals that are trying to save your damn lives right now. That's what you should be listening to. Okay? And go off, enjoy, do your thing. Come back tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Cinco, and listen to some good music. And join me because I'll be in on it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be in on the music with you. I'm going to be dialed in watching while you do it because I want to see who's going to win some money. So I'll be there with you tomorrow. I'll be logged in. I'll be watching on YouTube, and I'll see who's watching the show. All right? I'm looking forward to that so we can do that all together in a safe way while still getting good music. Okay? Nothing but love for you guys. I will see you tomorrow at the Cinco. Nothing but love for you. Supermax is out.